Hello, welcome back to the channel. Ed Paget here. And today I want to show you 3 ways you can straighten and stretch a scoliosis. Now, I'm going to be using the example of a reverse C-shaped scoliosis with the apex on the right. But we can also call this a dextroscoliosis. Now, if you have a curve with the apexes on the left, just simply do the opposite of these exercises. Now, if you aren't sure which way your curve goes, then check out my other video on how to identify your curve in the description below. Before I get into the video, I want to let you know about my online course for scoliosis. It's the most comprehensive course out there, and it takes you through everything you need to know about stretching, strengthening, and adding endurance to your spine to help you manage scoliosis. Now, I run the course a few times a year, and if you'd like to know when the next one starts, just click the link in the description below or in that first pinned comment, and then put your name on the notification list. When you do that, I'll make sure you get my free 6-part series on scoliosis. Now, on with the training. All right, so what are the 2 ways which we can move a spine? So we've got top down and bottom up. And I'm going to show you what top down is. So let's say this is your head here, come down here, this is the scoliosis. Okay, this is someone from behind, so this is going to be their left side, this is going to be their right side. All right, in order to straighten this spine up from the top down, being their head down, I can do a couple of things. I can take the head this way, and that's going to straighten up this curve in the middle. I can take this arm up over the head this way, or I can take this arm down this way. All right, so that's all going to create a top-down change to this spine in what we call the frontal plane, which is just left and right. All right, so how do we do the bottom up? Let's do the same kind of diagram. So you're looking at someone from behind here. Apex is on their right side. There's their sort of reverse C shape when you're looking at it this way. And we can then take this side of the spine, the right side of the spine, up, or we can take this side of the spine down. So it's kind of a similar sort of thing to the shoulder girdle here, across here. We also have the pelvic girdle here, and we can move it in the same way. So that's 2 ways to affect the spine bottom up and 2 ways to affect the spine top down. So how do we put that into exercises? Well, we've got someone standing here. Let's do exercise number 1. We've got someone standing here, and we want to change their curve like this. We can take this hand and lift it up, and take this hand and reach down. So I'm going to show you how to do that. That's exercise number 1. Then we've got exercise number 2. This is, just so we're clear, this is someone from behind. Exercise number 2, we can take a wall here. We can put someone's left arm up the wall, their head here, and we can lean them towards the wall so their pelvis is moving kind of this way, and their spine is moving this way. So this gets a bottom up movement here. Also gets a top-down movement here, which is actually going upwards, and then we get a sideways movement coming here. So this is actually 3 components. It's kind of fun, that one. Then the last one, we can position someone so that they're on the ground. This is their right leg. Their left leg can be like this. We're looking at them from behind still. Their pelvis is here. We're going to try and straighten the spine like this, hand here, and this arm up over there. So now we have a bottom-up movement like this, stretching the spine, a top-down movement like this, stretching the spine, and we can contract these muscles in the middle of their core here to try and create a sort of a third movement through their apex of the spine here. So those are the 3 exercises I'm going to show you how to do. And those are 3 ways this is going to work. All right, stretch 1. We want to work the spine from the top down. So simply, we're going to take this hand up, which is my left hand, and I'm going to reach this hand up like this. Now that shifts that shoulder girdle and starts getting a correction from the top down. Then I'm going to take this hand and push it down this way. But you can see my head has stayed still, and so Will the spine actually move if my head stays still? It will a little bit, but not as much as if I just tilt my head this way. Now I can take this hand over the midline now, and I can actually really open up that top part of the curve and bring this hand down. Now, if you take a deep breath in when you do this, this will actually inflate that smaller side, the concavity. It will inflate that internally by using the lungs and allow perhaps even more stretch. But interestingly, you can't just breathe into one lung. So you'll also be breathing into the side of the convexity, which is usually the longer or larger side. And that can make it difficult to lean this way because the chest is full of air. So I want you to try this. You're going to go up, breathe in and see how that feels, and then up and breathe out. See how that feels. One of those two stretches will get a greater stretch for you. So give that a go, and I'll show you the next exercise in a second. So with exercise 2, I want to find a wall or something to lean against. And what I'm going to do is the same sort of principles as I'm doing here. But I'm lifting up one hand. Then I'm taking my pelvis towards the wall. And so I'm pre-positioning my upper body with this left hand here. And then I'm simply stretching with that pelvis. And so I'm getting a top down and bottom up stretch, but also I can kind of push my right hand onto the apex here and guide that apex towards the wall as well. All right, so what does that look like from a different angle? All right, from here, you can see how I'm lifting this arm up, which drops my shoulder girdle down on that right side, correcting the spine a little bit, take my head to the right. So that's the top down stretch. Then I can bend my inside knee. So I'm bending my knee that's closest to the wall here, and I'm allowing my hips to go forwards. So I'm really lengthening that whole side. With this hand, I can put it on my apex, and I can move in and out of this stretch. Again, you can put the breathing into this. Breathe in when you do the movement, breathe out when you do the movement. See which one feels better for you, because one will open up that curve more than the other. Exercise 3. So I'm going to show you two ways of doing this, two angles. One from the front, one from the back. So the first one is going to be from the front. So remember, my apex is on the right side. So I need to open up this left side here. So I'm going to do that to start with by getting this bottom up stretch. So onto your knee and then hand, and then slide this leg away. You can see the angle of my pelvis has changed here. Then we're going to take this hand up over the top, and you're going to get a top down stretch. If you drop your head just a little bit, that's great. Now these muscles through here, you can contract those and try and lift up your thorax. So top down, bottom up, and then this middle part of translation as well. Getting a really good stretch into here. Now I'm going to show you that from the other side. So I simply get into the position. This leg is going to be at 90 degrees to this leg. So there's a 90-degree angle here. Take this leg away, get a nice stretch, hand down, arm up over the head, drop your head down to the right, and breathe into this stretch here. Now how long you hold that is up to you, and you can even move in and out of it as well if you want to make it an exercise and more of a strengthening exercise. But I would suggest something like 30 seconds for each one of these exercises we've done. Each one you hold for 30 seconds. I'm going to wrap this video up now. I hope you've enjoyed it. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also click on that notification bell. Send my channel to a friend who you think can enjoy this content as well. Thank you so much for doing those things. Your support makes a huge difference. Also, if you have scoliosis, I want to tell you about the amazing community that we're building over on Facebook. I'd like you to join this group, which is where all of the action and interaction happens. And just follow that link in the description below or in that first pinned comment, and you can join that Facebook group. And in that Facebook group, you can also interact with me directly. Now stay tuned for the next video, which will be up soon. Until next time, stay loose.